This episode is about plants. So I wore my green shirt today because plants have bright green leaves. Do you see lots of leaves every time you look out your window? Maybe you see leaves on trees or leaves on flowers. In this video, we're going to talk about 3 things. We're going to talk about what plants do. We're going to talk about flowers. And we're going to talk about the plant life cycle. From when plants are little seeds to when they grow to be big, beautiful flowers and trees, and to when they go back to be seeds again. So let's get started talking about plants.
Plants have parts to help them get what they need. Most plants have leaves, stems, and roots. Leaves do very important things. They use sunlight and air to make food for the plants. Food and water move through the stems to other plant parts. Stems hold up the plants. Stems carry water from the roots to the leaves. Roots keep the plants in the ground. Roots take in water and nutrients from the soil.
So let's talk about what plants do first. Plant parts. So plants have several different parts that help them live their lives and get food. For example, plants have leaves. We talked about bright green leaves, right? Leaves on trees, leaves on flowers. So what do they do with their leaves? That's how they get food. And they have stems and roots. Leaves do all sorts of important things. They use the sunlight and the air all around them. And do you know stems? Stems are what hold them in the ground. They hold the plant up. They carry the water from the roots to the green leaves. Wow, the roots keep them in the ground and the stems hold them up, and they can use the leaves to get food and air. Those are the 3 parts we're going to talk about. Stems, roots, and leaves. What do you think is the most interesting part? And can you tell me what each part does? What do leaves do? Leaves make food from the air and the water around them. And what do stems do? Stems bring the food from the roots into the plant. And what do roots do? They're underground, right? And they help hold the plant up. So those are the different plant parts, and that's what they do.
Some plants have colorful flowers. A flower is a part of a plant that makes seeds. Seeds can grow into new plants. Seeds need water, light, and warm place to grow.
So now let's talk about flowers. What are flowers? You know flowers, right? Let's see some examples. Some plants have colorful flowers, right? So what is a flower? A flower is a part of the plant that makes seeds. And what do seeds do? They grow into the trees, right? That's right. So flowers are bright, colorful things that grow off the plants. Can you think of some famous flower names? Maybe you know a daisy? Or maybe you know a rose? Do you like bright colored flowers? Do you have some near your house? I think my favorite flower is a daisy because it's cute and colorful and looks like spring. Flowers are the representation, the colorful part on the plant. Okay, now let's talk about the life cycle. That's next.
Living things grow, live and die. That is a life cycle. Seeds grow with water and nutrients from soil. The seed sprouts and becomes a young plant. That is called a seedling. The seedling grows into an adult plant that looks like the plant it came from. The new plant will make seeds, and the life cycle goes on and on.
So now we're going to talk about the life cycle of the plants. Cycle means it goes around and around. So what's the life cycle of plants? Because they grow and live and then die. Let's see it here in the video. So seeds grow with water and nutrients from the soil, and the seed sprouts and becomes a young little baby plant, little plant. That little plant is called a seedling. And then the seedling grows into an adult plant that looks like the plant it came from. And it will make seeds, maybe through a flower. And then the life cycle goes on and on and on. So, let's review the life cycle. It starts with what? A seed or a seedling. And what's a seedling? It's a baby plant. And then what's the next step? It uses its roots and leaves and stem and grows into a big plant. And then it grows bigger and bigger. And then it shares its seeds, and then it dies. And then more plants and more flowers can come out of that first seed. It's a whole life cycle. Wow, we learned so many things in this video. What did we learn? First, we started with, what do plants do? And then we talked about flowers, and then we talked about the plant life cycle. So what's the first step of the plant life cycle? Is it growing? No. Is it starting as a seed? Yes, that's right. The plant life cycle starts as a seed, and then it grows, and then the plant dies, and it starts all over again. Let's talk about 3 vocabulary words you can learn from this video. The first one is leaves. Second is stems. And third is roots. Say it after me. Leaves. Leaves. Okay, stems. Stems. And roots. Roots. Awesome! So, what are the leaves? They start by connecting the plant to the world around it and by providing food through the air and water. What are those? Leaves, exactly. Okay, so what are stems? Stems connect the roots to the leaves and the plant. Say it one more time. Stems. All right, great. And what about number 3, roots? Where are the roots? They're underneath the ground, exactly. So, now you can use these 3 words to talk about plants you see in your neighborhood. Let's say them one more time. Leaves, stems, roots. Exactly, your pronunciation is great. This week, when you're walking around your house, make sure you use leaves, stems, and roots to talk about the plants you see in the world around you. I hope this week you see lots of bright green leaves all around your neighborhood.